Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, here to do another pick a card reading. Oh, so exciting! So today's reading is about our Halloween message. So this year, of course, it is Halloween 2020. This can be on any Halloween too. It doesn't have to necessarily be this year. But it's going to be a full moon on Halloween. Like, how crazy is that? And it's full moon in Taurus, too. So it's the sister sign, Scorpio season, and the Taurus full moon. So it's really, really cool energy that's happening. But before we begin, make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. I love to read your comments. Before we begin, these are general readings, so if they resonate with you, I am super stoked about it. If they don't resonate with you, well, I'm very sorry. That's a total of 3 choices, so you can watch if the one doesn't resonate with you, maybe the other 2 do. And also, if love becomes a part of the reading today, my default is reading to a female about a male, but pronouns are interchangeable. She's can be he's can be she's, he, she, them, they, whatever applies to your life. And we're going to get started right now. So your number 1 pick is going to be the skull. Ooh, so scary. The number 2 pick is going to be this. Oh, so scary. It is this beautiful furry spider. Look at him. Oh, so cute. And then last but not least, it's a ghost is number 3. So 1, 2, 3, or skull, spider, ghost. Pick a cat, any cat. Pick a deck, any deck. We're going to get started with number 1, which is that skull. Okay, let me move this aside. So this is for the people that chose skull, or our choice number 1. I also have a Halloween playlist on my own personal Spotify, so I was listening to that as well. So you can definitely check those out. Your songs when I was choosing these cards are the number 1 was the Pet Cemetery by the Ramones. Then it was Dracula's Wedding by Outkast, and then Gaston by Richard White, which is the Beauty and the Beast song, Gaston. So cool. So definitely check those out. They're really spooky songs, but they also could have an additional message for you too. Okay, so I'm just laying out these cards here. Okay. So also the decks that I'm using is the Halloween Tarot, Witches Tarot, the Black Moon Astrology Oracle cards, and then also the Halloween Oracle. So really on theme. Am I right? Yeah. So your first card is the 4 of Pumpkins. Now in this deck, this is the 4 of Pentacles. Then we have the King of Bats. Very cool. So this is the King of Swords. And then we have the 6 of Imps, which is the 6 of Wands. Very exciting. This is really an interesting energy that's happening. Now to clarify that 4 of Pumpkins, oops, sorry. This is a new phone, so I'm used to the lens being on this side, but it's actually on this side. So I apologize. This is being clarified by the 2 of Pentacles. Then the King of Bats, or King of Swords, is being clarified by the Fool. And then the 6 of Wands is being clarified by the 9 of Swords. Okay, so someone is really holding on to something, and I do feel it is this King of Swords or King of Bats energy. There's something that they cannot release, and this can be you with the King of Bats. That's swords, so that's air signs. So that can be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So someone, and it's a masculine energy, is not letting go of stuff. They are holding on to things that have happened in the past, and it's multiple things. It's not just one thing. It's just that they are stuck. They're just stuck, and they're just going back and forth on what they're stuck on. And this can also be not being financially open as well, but I'm really getting that this is like baggage. This is past issues. Now, the reason why I believe that is this emotional baggage that's being held on is that the clarifying card to the King of Bats is the Fool, and that's going to be actually in reverse. So they're not able to start anew. They're not able to begin and start really this new journey that they're wanting to, because they are still held down in the past. So there needs to be some sort of unblockage and really letting that go and not getting into this infinity loop of getting stuck on what has happened. You know, it has happened. You got to accept it and move on and learn from mistakes. You know, everyone makes mistakes. It's time to just let that go, because we really want to start this new chapter. We want to unblock it so we can actually start the Fool's journey again with that King of Bats. The great news about this, though, is that the Six of Wands, or the Six of Imps in this deck, is telling us that there's going to be little successes. So it's not like it's going to be unblocked overnight, but it's you're working towards, or this energy is working towards really unblocking this and trying to get this and rewarding themselves with it, because ultimately it's not as bad as you think it is with that Nine of Swords. And this can also be that maybe you're digging up old drama that has happened in the past, and it's just time to just let it go. And it feels like that energy is starting to happen. Again, it might not be as quickly as you want it to, but it definitely is happening. This is a really, really cool energy that is going on. So with our Black Moon astrology cards, we have 43, which goes down to 7, lunar eclipse change. That is huge. And then we have the 36, which goes down to 9, and that's 12th house, escape. And that's a really, really interesting energy, because this is totally coinciding. That's what, like, reading these cards, it creeps me out so much, because you're just like, this is on point to what I'm saying. So with the 12th house escape, it shows you need to start showing great kindness. You need to be kind to yourself and understand that things happened, and it might be your fault that they happened, but that's okay. It's okay if you learn from it and you grow from it. And that's ultimately the biggest thing to do on this, and show yourself and others kindness. There is something that is amiss, and it's not all what it appears to be. So, again, it's really kind of shadowing this Nine of Swords, where it might not be as bad as you think it is, or maybe your problem you think is something, but it actually is something else. So it's really time to kind of escape out of that box that you have put yourself in, and make sure that you are looking at all sides of your problems. Because just because you're hung up on something, and this can be just as an example, it's not necessarily this, because I'm not seeing it in this cards, but just say that you're hung up on a past relationship. And that can be like a love relation, friend relation, whatever. If you're hung up on that, it's really viewing what happened, and is this a repeat thing? Are you picking people that are not great for you, or are you self-sabotaging it in for whatever reason? So it's really kind of focusing on what's getting you hung up, because a lot of times it's a different issue than what that actually is. With the lunar eclipse and change, there is change that is happening, and that is being said by that Six of Imps. that Six of Wands moving forward and really being successful with that. That change that's happening is huge. That is so big. And that is what is going to get that blockage from that Fool, so you can actually go forward and move forward into something really, really cool and really, really exciting. So, it says in the little book, the little guidebook, I put some notes over here. So if you see me looking, that's what I'm looking at. But it says right here, it's inevitable change. So you can't just be stuck in that mindset or in the past, because a change is going to happen no matter what. So you just need to be really, really open to that change, that inevitable change, and then bringing in the new, because new chapters are going to be coming. So it's just really time to get that energy into the, all right, I got to let this go. We got to get forward. Let's move on with change. Let's bring it, because this is really, really good energy too. All right. So with our Halloween Oracle, I have these backwards. There we go. So the first card that we got was the owl, and it's wise seeing, wise action. Very cool. Then we have joy, rejoicing in the present. So good. This is awesome. And then we have graveyard, unnecessary fear. Really, really cool. So I honestly feel, because the King of Bats energy is really, the King of Swords is a really, really serious masculine energy. They aren't really like the light and fluffy romantic. Like, they are very much like, let's get crap done, check that off the list, let's go on to the next one. And with that is bringing experience and bringing that wise energy in there. So with these changes that are happening is making sure that you are being very wise with it. And I do feel like with this energy that's happening is that you're very wise. So it's just, don't make decisions that are not thoughtful, and just make sure that, you have your common sense about you when this change and all of that stuff, and really focusing on that past too. Like, what needs to happen in order to move forward. And that's using that wiseness that you have. The joy, rejoicing in the present. Let's not focus on the past. Let's not get too honed in on the future. It's really just enjoying the moment. And I think you're going to really realize that this change that is going to happen, you're going to actually really enjoy it. Even though you just, at least reading this, you might not really enjoy change at all. Really, really live in the moment and look around and just have fun. That's kind of the biggest thing too, is just bringing joy and whatnot. I think the biggest example is just don't take yourself so seriously, because that King of Bats energy is a very serious energy. Again, likes to get stuff done, and it's just very serious. So it's enjoy life. That's why we're here. So it's make sure that you're living in the moment and that you are joyful as well. And then graveyard, which is unnecessary fear. And so that is really coming back on that change. Do not be afraid of that change, because this change is going to get this into a new chapter, and you're going to actually grow in this really beautiful way, in a joyous way. And you don't have to be fearful of that change. Everything is not going to be the same forever. And that's why also living with the present is enjoying it. And when things are going really, really well, don't be that Debbie Downer and be like, well, it can only go well for so long. It's enjoy when you are having fun, because that sometimes doesn't last. And it will come back, but it's going to be something that's different than what is happening in that moment. So just make sure that you are really focused on living in that moment and not being afraid of change. All right, everyone that chose that skull, make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. Again, let me read off those songs for you. It's Pet Sematary by the Ramones, Dracula's Wedding by Outkast, and Gaston by Richard White on the Beauty and the Beast soundtrack. All right, guys, we are on to number 2, which is our little Spidey friend. Oh, look at him. He's so soft. He's so cute. I love him. Okay. So spiders, Spidey friends. Here we go. Get your cards all out. So when I was shuffling these, I was listening to my Halloween playlist, and you had 2 songs that come up, and one of them was Ghosts and Stuff by Deathmau5. Sorry, that is my cat wanting some attention. And then it was My Body's a Zombie for You by Dead Man's Bones. And I gotta say that when I was reading this, those are bangers. They are awesome songs. Make sure you check them out. Put them on your playlist, your Halloween playlist, because they're bangers. They're really, really good. I haven't heard them in so long, and I'm like, yes, like this is amazing. Okay. Hi. Come on. What's up? Okay, so for your Halloween tarot, you got your first card is the Lovers. The second card you got was Death, and that's in reverse. And then you got the 8 of Bats, which is 8 of Swords. Now, clarifying the Lovers is going to be the Page of Wands. Death in reverse is being clarified by the Empress. You might see a cat coming in the screen, just putting it out there. And then clarifying the 8 of Bats, which is 8 of Swords, is the Sun. Yep. This is Marley. Say hi, Marley. Okay, come on. Thank you. Anyways, so this was like crazy because I'm listening to these awesome songs and then I'm like, wow, this is awesome reading. So congratulations, Spideys. You did good. So with the Lovers, this can be definitely a choice. But I feel like this is like a relationship thing. And I do feel like that this is personally something is going to happen where you're going to hear from someone that you might not necessarily have had a relationship before. So I'm not really getting X's out of it, but I am like getting this, since this is a messenger, that you will be hearing from someone that is very much interested romantically in you. And this can be Halloween. This can be up to, I would say, at the beginning week. The first week is what I'm trying to say of November. So something might happen and maybe just the full moon and everything, but you will probably hear from someone. Again, I am not getting that this is someone that you've had a relationship with. This could be someone that you have flirted with, that you might have had like a fling with, but I am not getting like a full-fledged relationship. And we have the Death card in reverse being clarified by the Empress. So there's a feeling that is coming from, and this can be, I'm getting like 2 different ways. So the feelings haven't ended on the feminine side of this relationship, or it's the masculine not still having feelings for that feminine energy. So something is not quite done. There's not an end of a cycle. So it's kind of on a pause. Very interesting energy. And I think that that's why this kind of message or like text or This can be a DM or an email, something that's going to be coming your way in that sense, because those feelings, or that like maybe like I haven't really stopped thinking about this person, hasn't stopped. Now we have the 8 of Bats, and that's being clarified by the sun, and that's a huge energy. So with the 8 of Bats or the 8 of Swords, it's all about feeling like you're trapped. And it's not necessarily that you are trapped. It's like it's a mental trappedness. So it's really time to focus on the positive energy, and whatever the case may be in this relationship that is going to be coming to you, it's being positive about it. If you hear something from someone and you just don't feel like, you know, I'm trying to think of an example, but like that they don't like me. They're just reaching out because they like feel like it or whatnot. It's that kind of negative attitude that needs to just, because that's what's trapping you. So it's making sure that you are being focused on being positive. If someone reaches out to you and you're interested, then like, you know, reach out back. You know? It's making sure that you are being positive about it, because you deserve love and you deserve to have a really good partner. And if you think that this person is a good partner, then don't overthink this. And I think that's kind of the biggest thing, is that you're going to hear from them and then you're going to start to spin stories or whatnot, because maybe you've been hurt in the past or whatever. Don't spin a negative story. Just keep it in the positive. This is all positive thinking. And don't feel trapped in that sense. This can be a fun fling. This can be something that doesn't have to be serious if you're not looking for that. It's just be positive with it. I also am getting like that's kind of an issue, that maybe that's why they haven't reached out either, is that maybe you're looking for something a little bit more serious and maybe they're not. So it's just keeping a positive energy and not taking it so serious. Just have fun with it. Doesn't mean that you have to like be promiscuous or do anything that's against what you feel, you know, what your boundaries are. It's just don't get trapped in a certain spot. Okay, this was really cool too. So this is going to be our Black Moon astrology cards. You got number 40, which goes down to 4, and that's water element sensing. Then you have number 29 that goes down to 11, that can go down to 2, and that's 5th house creativity. And I'm telling you, there's 2 right there. That's telling me with the lovers that this is a relationship thing. Then we have 38, which is also 11, which is also 2. And that is the earth element stability. Okay, so I have my little notes over here. That's where I'm looking. That water element sensing is letting matters flow. It's ability to flow and drift out of any situation. So it's just going with the flow. It doesn't mean that, again, with that 8 of Bats, that trappedness, that you're like, finally, like this guy or girl or whoever is coming after me and I've been waiting for it. It's been awesome and It doesn't mean that that's when it's like, we got to hold on to them. You just let it go. Be with the flow, because if you're going to be putting out an energy and they're interested and they respect your boundaries, then guess what? They're not going to go. You don't have to be in control or trap or anything like that. So it's that energy. And also the really cool thing is we're in Scorpio season, which is water, the water signs. So this is just really saying that this is going to be happening, and not necessarily on Halloween, but this is going to be within the Scorpio season for sure. All right, so then the 5th house, creativity, that is give yourself the gift of happiness. So it's just being able to just let go, be happy, and just enjoy yourself and enjoy your time. If this person comes in, enjoy it. Like, have fun with it. You know, it doesn't have to be serious or anything like that. Have fun with it. And then it says, you will or have created something that gives others joy. And that's the other thing that I think that is going to really have them reach out, is that they're going to see something that you've been doing, whether that is like artwork that you're sharing on social media or whatever, just something that has happened where it's like, wow, this person has created something that's really, really cool. I'm really, really excited for them. And I just want to like see how it goes. That's how this is going to happen. There's a fire that's there. That's why they haven't stopped thinking about you. That's why this hasn't stopped. It's a really, really cool energy. And then that earth element, which this is like what's wild. Once I got these cards, all I thought was Scorpio season, and then the full moon in flippin' Taurus on Halloween night. Like, it's just like divine timing is one of like the biggest things I was saying, or I was at least feeling when I was getting these cards. Like, this is like an excellent time. So it says on my notes, don't rush into things. So again, it's not getting into that point where you might be really, really excited that this person's coming in. Don't rush it. Just have fun. And it says also keep creating a solid foundation for you. So it's really focusing on keeping your foundation solid and not wavering from what your boundaries are in order to have this person come into your life. So don't waver on that. Keep building your boundaries, because this is huge. This is showing that you have put in the work, and this is what is going to happen really quick. My nose really itches. I am so sorry. It has been like, okay. This is like, I'm telling you, this was my favorite reading in all three of these messages. Not only was the music banging, it was just like this whole energy that was there. And it's like, yes, like I'm so excited for you guys. Like, this is really, really cool. Okay, so then we have our Halloween Oracle. We have the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. And okay, let me continue. Then we have trick or treat, mischief and play. Then we have winter, the sacredness of pausing. Last but not least, invisibility, authenticity. This is crazy. Like, this totally goes with this reading. We have the underworld where all things pause and begin again. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this was not a serious relationship, but this was something that has happened. That this isn't just something that came out of the blue, that this is someone that you know of that is going to be coming, because it paused and then it's going to begin again. And that coincides with that winter, the sacredness of pausing, because the timing was off. So the reason why it had to pause was for whatever reason that was going on in both your life and this other person's life. They had to get stuff done. So did you. You had to build that foundation with that earth element. You had to get that stability that's in your life. And that's what that pausing is. And you have the trick or treat, mischief and play. It's not taking it so serious. Have fun with this relationship. When this comes up, it's being positive. Have fun with it. It doesn't have to be serious. And you will be surprised how this relationship will change you, in the sense of you're going to grow as your own individual person. This doesn't feel like a codependency thing at all. This feels like this can be a soulmate situation, even twin flame. But like, it just I don't want to sound like an ass, but like, don't mess it up in the sense of getting so serious, because I think that this person, you're going to really, really fall for them really, really quickly. But it's just, don't take it so serious. It's just have fun, be positive with it, and you'll never know what's going to happen. And then that invisibility and authenticity is making sure that you're being your authentic self and never waver from what your beliefs and what your boundaries are. All right, Spideys, that is it for that reading. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of it resonates with you. Again, those songs were Ghosts and Stuff by Deadmau5 5, and then My Body's a Zombie for You by the Dead Man's Bones. Super good. Check them out. All right, we are on to number 3, and woo, it's the ghost. All right, number 3, ghost. Let me get your cards out. And then while I was shuffling these cards, I was playing a Halloween playlist. Your songs were Dead Souls by 9 Inch Nails, Halloween Theme by John Carpenter, which is the movie Halloween. That was really cool. And then Flowers Grow Out of My Grave by Dead Man's Bones. Super good song as well. So definitely check them out. All right, so I'm just going to put those right there. So with our Halloween, let's put him right here. With our Halloween tarot deck, we have the Emperor. Then we have the Tower. Then we have the 10 of Ghosts, which in this deck is the 10 of Cups. Really, really beautiful energy. Clarifying the Emperor is going to be Justice. Clarifying the Tower is going to be the High Priestess. And then clarifying the 10 of Ghosts or 10 of Cups is the 7 of Wands. So there is a huge masculine energy that is happening right now. So this can definitely be your masculine energy or someone else. But there is justice that's being served here because they have really worked on themselves. They are a leader in this energy, and they are a fair leader, really fair and balanced. However, I feel like that this masculine energy wants more. They want what they want. They want what they've envisioned their life to be, and it hasn't gone that way. There's a big change that is happening, that is going to happen with that Tower energy. This is not negative at all. It's just going to be something that is going to be life-changing, and it's going to really tap into that High Priestess intuition as well. So I don't know, this can be something that has happened pretty recently. You'll know with what your intuition is, but once it does happen, it's going to spark that, and you might even see the High Priestess in your mind and see the 2 pillars and be like, all right, this is that Tower moment. Like, you just know. And with that Tower moment that's going to happen is going to bring that whatever this energy and what you've wanted as well. Because I'm feeling this Emperor energy is you. So just putting that out there. But that 10 of Ghosts is like the happily ever after. And it doesn't necessarily mean like what you think happily ever after is. It's what you have envisioned and what you want in your life. And that is what's going to happen after that Tower moment. So it's making sure that you will defend it as well with that 7 of Wands being clarified. So if it means like finding a partner that you just love and starting a family in that traditional sense, it's making sure that you defend them, that you don't let other people walk all over them, or defend your dreams in the sense of maybe it's a career move and people are saying, that's kind of dumb or whatever. And it's, you make sure that you defend yourself and you defend your honor and your loved ones' honors with that. This is really, really big energy. I have to emphasize that because that's 4 major arcanas. The 2 main ones are being clarified by major arcanas. So it's the Emperor and then that Justice. So it's making sure that also you lead your life in integrity and fairness as well. So it's giving people a chance, and but also being fair in the sense that if someone treats you a certain way, then you know what? It's done. You got it. You have to make sure that those scales do balance. And that's also that Libra energy. Okay, so we have number 28, which goes down to 10, which can go down to 1, is the 4th house roots. Then we have 13 that goes down to 4, and that is Aries, I am. And then we have 11, which goes down to 2, and that's Pluto transformation. And that is exactly it. This was another one where when these cards came out, I was screaming with this Pluto transformation, because that's the Tower energy. That is Tower energy, is transformation. So let's go look at my little notes. The 4th house, roots, indicates the presence of angels and spirit guides and being directed by heavenly messages. So be open to receiving those messages. And that is also that high priestess energy. So just really look out for that, because you are being divinely guided. And when this Tower moment happens, and it might not be a great moment, but just know that you are being guided into that. And that is very, very exciting. This is also home matters as well. So something that might happen at home, that might be a disconnect or something that is like that. So this is home matters. Memories of past lives may resurface. And then I underline this, transforming areas of your present life. And so that is exactly it, where maybe that there has been some bad habits where it's okay, we gotta let those go and not do them or whatever. That is what is transforming your life in order to get that 10 of ghosts, 10 of cups energy. And there's that Pluto transformation. It's crazy. So there's a massive transformation that is happening right now, and or very, very soon. We have Aries, this can be your sign. This can be in your zodiac sign or a partner sign, especially if you're thinking that this Emperor is maybe not you. Maybe it's someone that you know that's close to you. So Aries is that energy, as well as competition, zest, lust, and being a leader. So this is also coinciding with the Emperor, because I believe the Emperor is also Aries energy. So it is leading. Make sure that you lead your life in order to transform it. And because if you just sit by and let everyone else do everything for you, you're not transforming anything. You're actually allowing other people to do the life that you probably don't even want, but you're just whatever. It's time to really put on your big girl pants, and it's time to lead. It's time to get into that strong energy. And then we have, last but not least, that Pluto transformation, destruction, endings and beginnings, and the end of the old. So your life, how you see it, will not be the same because of this huge transformation that's happening. But again, this transformation is going to lead into something really, really beautiful, and it's everything that you've ever wanted. Okay, now with our Halloween oracle, you got the Black Cat, fortune meets opportunity. Then you have hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Then you have skull of stars, infinite possibilities. This was also a time that I was screaming as well, because the hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes, that is exactly what that 4th house roots is about home. So there's something that is going to happen, that transformation that is happening at home. Might not be the greatest at the time, but this is going to transform you to get into a closer knit part of what you're wanting your life to be. Fortune meets opportunity, and it's making sure that you are taking the opportunity to do things and get out of the box and really seize that moment, because that's when things are going to start to happen as well. And that might even trigger that Tower energy too, where it might feel like you crossed the path of a black cat and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I have so much bad luck. But actually, this transformation that's happening is going to just lead you to this life that you didn't even think you could have. And it's beautiful. And with that skull of stars is keeping that positive energy, even when the Tower is happening, when things feel like everything's crumbling down and you're getting back to your foundation and you're like, what the world? The thing is once you get down and you break down all those walls and you're down to that foundation, you have infinite possibilities of how you can build that back up. So you have to view things in a different way, but this is going to be a powerful transformation. You have any possibility of what you want to do and what you want your home life, your life to be, you can do it. And that is what this message is saying. This is so cool. This is such a great transformation with this little ghoul. And that is it. That's all I have for you for this reading. Make sure you do like this video, hit subscribe, also comment below. Tell me if any of this resonates with you. I love to read those comments. Let me repeat those songs again, which was the Dead Souls by 9 Inch Nails, the Halloween theme by John Carpenter, and The Flowers Grow Out of My Grave by Dead Man's Bones. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of your support, and I hope you really did enjoy this. And again, let me know down in the comments if you watched all of them, if you just watched one of them, and if they resonated with you. I love to read them. Make sure you do follow me on Instagram, and that is @witchofboise is my handle, all one word. Again, this is a different camera that I'm using. I'm using a different phone, so I can actually record a lot longer videos. I'm really thankful for that. But I do want to get a camera and a computer to be able to actually film really, really nice content. So make sure you do check out my website, and that is witchofboise.com. I am accepting donations on that, as well as I'm doing other readings on my Instagram. So if you do get one of those, I would really appreciate those donations. But again, they are free, so if you don't, it's not a big deal. But make sure that you do check that out as well. So thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate all of your kind words and just hanging out with you. These readings have been so much fun. I've been so excited. And I also like the fact that I can actually do full readings and not have to cut off at 30 minutes. So that really makes me super happy. Anyways, guys, I hope you had a really great time, and happy Halloween. The veil is the thinnest it will be this year, so make sure that you do thank your ancestors, thank the people that have passed on, and really celebrate those relationships and be open to those signs because they are all around. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.